I've been trying to make this video for like ever. But for those of you that are just joining me, welcome to my channel. My name is Wildheart, or I at least go by Wildheart, and I like to basically just talk about current events and just topics that are going on. Lots of things happening on this channel. So as a lot of you guys know, I began my journey of being a flight attendant recently this year. And that started maybe around January, and due to just COVID hitting, I haven't been flying as much, and my company's getting shut down, y'all. Yep, my company is getting shut down. And I work for a regional airline that is basically just a smaller airplane, flyer for a larger airline. And basically earlier this week, my larger airline came through and they basically said, we barely even want to, fly smaller planes anymore. So yeah, that's coming in 2021. I feel like the only reason why I'm not like completely upset about it is because this is happening to a lot of people. And even if you are a flight attendant for a major airline or a regional airline, if you haven't been flying since before 95, you're pretty much gonna get furloughed. And things are so bad right now that everybody pretty much is gonna be sitting out for almost 2 years. I wanted it to be a career where it would pay for all of the other things that I was actually passionate about in life, which is writing scripts, writing stand-up comedy, and just creating content for you guys, and just being able to figure out how to help out people who are going through really tough times, and just things like that. And I wanted a career that could fund those things. So I chose being a flight attendant, after I figured out what I wanted to do in this world. And I was like, and you know what? I'm going to get a job that allows me to travel so I can make money, travel, and, work on my passion. I think it's hard for a lot of people losing their jobs right now, just because a lot of flight attendants don't necessarily have a lot going on other than being a flight attendant. And I think that when you take something that was your identity for a long time, decades for some of them, and you strip them of that, they're left like, what do I do? What is life? They're gonna have a tough time trying to, reintegrate themselves into society. A lot of you guys have maybe known me from my blogs and known that at some point in my life I was homeless, and I was going through homelessness, losing a close friend of mine, even dealing with a court case, and just going through all of that before I came to Chicago. And it's just kind of like, that was back in 2016. And I remember everyone talking about, oh man, I love 2016. I'm so happy. And it was hard when everyone was so happy and I was just so miserable and just going through so much. That brings me into 2020 with everyone feeling like, oh, 2020 is the worst year. And even though I'm losing my job, it is still, if not one of the greatest years of my life. And everything that has came to light is coming to light. It's beautiful, and it needed to happen. And I'm glad I'm able to see it in my lifetime. I'm glad I can be a part of that change. I'm glad I got to see the places I got to see. I'm glad I still have the opportunities to see them while I can. I am a firm believer that sometimes when things are really, really hard, you can't take it for all it is. That's just where you're at right now. It doesn't mean that's where you're gonna be. If I didn't take the job that I had with the airline, then in a few years when I apply for a bigger and better airline job, if I'm not making my YouTube videos, which I probably will be, but I do like having my little airline job. If I go, into that interview, it's gonna look good that I have some type of experience. You know what I mean? Like, I've done this before. And that's gonna look really good. So you can't say it wasn't all, done for any reason, and I can't believe I worked so hard to get this job and it's being snatched all. You can't have that mindset. You just can't be defeated. Just because it's not right now doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. one thing that I've learned about blessings that come into my life are just like, it's never on my timing, but when it happens, it's just so appreciated. Probably because X, Y, and Z events have led me to be thankful. But, you know, at the end of the day, I know what it's like to be without, and I know what it is like to be, you know, with, and some in between. So although I'm not going to have my job much longer, or probably in 2021, I'm at least blessed to have it now and then, and have had the experience. And it's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful time. It's that whole moment of needing to work 9 to 5 is very behind us. And if you're a creative and an entrepreneur, it's a beautiful time for us. And if you're not, I suggest you become one, because there's money out here. There's money out here for everybody, and you don't have to do it clocking in for someone else. So I don't know who needs to hear that. You're gonna make it through. There's unemployment out here, and there's people that have saved more on unemployment than they have through working. So, you know, it's out here. You can be happy. You just gotta, you know, take a breather, learn to turn that anxiety into, honestly, excitement, and be excited about life. It could be worse. And yeah, it's kind of shitty right now, but it's not always gonna be shitty. Anywho, thank you for coming back to my channel, and I welcome you for so many things and more. Like, subscribe, share.